morning, everyone. Whoever's going to watch us later, welcome to our bread making class and Q&A. And we're going to flip it for Q&A and then bread making. And we're so happy you joined us, and we hope that the details will be seen. And we're going to start out with prayer first. Okay, here we go. Loving Father God, thank you so much for protection and for your faithful mercies, new every morning, waking each of us up. We practice resurrection every morning when you wake us up. And so we are looking forward to that day when Jesus Christ comes soon. In the meantime, we are to work until you come. We are not to stop working and just sitting in our own little silos of greatness. We are to connect, we are to unite, and we are to push forward your kingdom's work against the evils. And all of this is achievable because of Jesus Christ and the Holy Spirit. Thank you for this wonderful group. Thank you for the speakers. And we ask that you just bless this time and help us to learn and grow again together. We pray this in Jesus Christ's name. Oh, and those who are still coming, please keep them safe. We pray this in Jesus Christ's name. Amen. Amen. All right. And you all know the bio for Miss Rhonda again, but just in case if you're a first-time watcher, she is a raw food chef certified, and she's an author of a wonderful book, Demise of the City, as well, say it again. Oh yeah, as well as her wonderful cookbook.
Which I want.
This is fantastic. It's the QR codes go straight into, it's amazing. I love this book. Anyway, and her heart is to serve others for Jesus Christ. That is the deepest motivator, because we need to throw out the lifelines out to others for Jesus' sake. Okay, here she is, Miss Rhonda.
Okay, so one of the things I didn't tell you yesterday, which is this over here, is that I save my bleach bottles, my soap bottles, and vinegar bottles, it's hard plastic. And I don't rinse them out, I add water to them. So for disinfectant and cleaning, it has a little bit of bleach in it and it's water. Does that make sense? So, and I have a shed that I just kind of put them in and stack them up, and I don't fill them full because I have winter weather as you have here. And so I'll fill it to about here, because we know when it gets iced, it expands, and instead of having them blow up, I just leave a little bit of space so that therefore I can use this. So if we were in a disaster situation right now where I needed to make bread, this is bleached water and I can clean the surface without worrying about it, and it would be very hygienic. I forgot to talk about that yesterday. Also, I couldn't find all my food yesterday. What I'm doing is I'm leaving here and heading to Canada to see my son. And he is in the mindset that everything's going to be perfect because so we're in a cycle. And the cycle's going to recycle itself, and so everything's great. So I am, like I told you yesterday, very diligent at creating foods and dehydrating and stuff like that. And so today, I'm going to give you some medicine, okay, besides other food. And when I say medicine, when I do my onions, I told you yesterday, my ginger, I dehydrate because it condenses everything into itself, and that makes it very spicy and very hot. Instead of when you did the freeze-dried food, it was very fluffy, and you know, this is completely different. And so when you get this, I'm just going to give you, it's going to be very hot.
What is it?
This is garlic. It's dehydrated. And if you remember, I told you that you could use a dehydrator by opening up your oven, putting it on the lowest setting, cracking your door, and putting a fan in there, which would allow it to dehydrate
Say that
without.
again, I missed it yesterday.
Okay, so I'll explain it this way. making your home a dehydrator, because everyone has an oven, you crack your oven door like that, just crack it. You're gonna take a fan and blow it in your oven and have your oven on the lowest setting, which circulates. And I've had the question, I have a convection oven, can I just do it that way? You can try it that way, but it's probably gonna get hotter than what you want, and it's gonna take the enzymes and it's gonna kill the enzymes in your food because it's gonna be too hot. So if I was in your shoes, if you have a convection oven, I'd still crack it and blow a fan in it and let the fan work as well and the fan going on so that it keeps it at a lower temperature. These were done at 110, so all the live enzymes are in them. If you didn't care about the enzymes, you could just dehydrate, put it in the oven, who cares?
So did you do those in your oven?
I did them in a dehydrator.
Yeah.
So then you can put
I have
those-
6 dehydrators, I just
That's
remember that.
cool. Do you recommend a certain kind?
I do, I recommend the Harvest Right, or anyone that's like that, the box where the fan is in the back, so it blows the air this way. Because if you do the one that stacks this way, the air only gets to the bottom few, and pretty soon you got mold or compromised food, and you're trying to switch and turn, and it can be disastrous, it can be a pain. And that's why people don't dehydrate, because if they get those little $5 ones at the thrift store or whatever, they don't work. So this is ginger.
Solid stainless steel one off of Amazon, and it's $200, and it works wonderful, and it's a box, and the whole thing, all the racks and everything are stainless steel. I used to have a cauliflower box.
This is ginger.
Yeah, and it
So
was
if you have a
well
cold,
worth
you'll
it.
be
I
feeling
really
better.
used it a lot.
So what's the name of the dehydrator you
I
said?
use a Harvest Right. I have, I'm sorry, not Harvest Right. Excalibur. I have Excalibur. I use
Excalibur.
You like it as a powder?
All the racks. Set it for the time.
Oh, no, it's good. It's fine.
I did mushroom garlic and
Ginger's still over here.
I'm eating it without eating it. So how do you
hot,
spell
right?
it?
Yeah.
very spicy. How was the garlic? Spicy. It was hot.
I love it.
Ginger is very spicy, right? So what you're just condensing is all the healing properties, pushing them into it. Wow. Which is fantastic. Excalibur, yeah. I use the Harvest Right freeze dryer.
Oh. What's the difference between a freeze dryer and a dehydrator?
Oh, great question. So a freeze dryer suspends things right where it's at. So what it does is it freezes it and suspensions it, and then it dries it out. So it doesn't keep as much nutrients in like a dehydrator does, because we can't really control the temperature of that, but we can control the temperature of a dehydrator. So if you're making, like I've done spaghetti in the freeze dryer because it's a sauce and it's a no-brainer. It just suspends it and it makes it dried up and it's good. If I was to put spaghetti in the dehydrator, it would come out like fruit leather on the sauce, and it would take it forever to dry, and it would just be horrible.
Yeah.
So there's a difference between what I use for one type of food and to another. Yeah.
They are asking for the speaker to speak up a little bit louder because there's no actual mic right now. We're trying to work on that. So hopefully everything else has been captured okay so far. And if you're speaking, saying the questions or comments, say it loud. Loud, yeah.
Okay, so this is onion. Again, this is dehydrated. I'll make sure you get your.
What's this one?
Onion, red onion. See why I'm glad I didn't do this yesterday? You like it? I still like that.
That tastes
The
good.
ginger, I still like the ginger. But she said, I needed it because I know that.
Onion's better barbecue.
They have one with 6 trays, 4 trays, 9 trays.
The one I got at the house. If the fan is in the back, not at the bottom.
Well, that's what we're not with
That's what she's undercover.
Oh, Amazon. Yeah, but Costco.
For your little guy.
What was it? The onions and
I got it
spice.
from Brittany. Yeah, she got it from Amazon.
This one, right?
Anybody else?
And this is gonna make my life easier. These are the spices I used to cook.
Onion.
How long did it take?
There you go.
I would like it.
About how long does it take?
Yeah, I love how you're doing it.
You're up on the mountain, the wind's blowing, make sure people can hear you.
Okay, so these are spicy peppers. Here we go, this is your
Where's the water?
The muscles are already full of.
I'm bringing some dehydrated.
Okay, like that. That looks like a nice one.
Want me to hand those out for you and you can talk?
no, because we're just taking it.
Is that hot?
Spicy peppers now.
Hot.
How spicy?
Spicy.
I'm scared to try this.
Come on.
I'm Asian and I'm saying that. We eat spicy.
No, I don't do spicy.
We eat okay, I'll do it.
Do it and then you tell me.
Even if people eat with spicy, I grew up not eating any.
How is it?
Wow.
Mild?
Pepper.
Oh,
Get the water.
It's a slow burn.
How spicy is it?
It's a slow burn.
My neighbor.
You're burning calories. You're gonna be skinny.
Woo! That's a slow burn spiciness. Yeah, you might want to just put that in your little bag.
More like
Was it hot?
A fast
It gets you. It's gonna clear my nose now.
Are you dehydrated anything?
It's still in the box.
Okay, these are mushrooms that I dehydrated.
Strawberry, grapes.
I seasoned them with
Mine's not even out of the box. It's out of the box.
flavoring.
Same
If you
tray.
remember, I talk about food and having it not be boring, right?
Yes.
Because if you eat the same thing every day,
I love
it's gonna be horrible. So, whoops,
I'll give
it
you-
again, sorry.
I'll eat the ones. Ooh, that's so good.
You the
Yeah,
five
it's marsala.
Mushroom's really good.
Have you tried powdering these after you dry them?
Look at that one. That's a little one.
Put up these, you put them in the blender.
This one, it doesn't say. But this is more.
I was watching you ladies online and
This looks like nicer. Look at that.
And she was talking about powdering them.
That looks really nice. Did you see this?
how's the mushroom?
It looks like a
Good.
Nice.
So when I do the mushrooms, I cut them up and then I kind of marinate them into something and then I just throw them in the dehydrator. Then it sucks in all that flavor, so it's very flavorful, right? So if you're making a dish, say you just had pasta and that's all you had, but you had something like this and you had some oil, you could just throw that together and be a quick dinner. It would taste good because the flavoring's already on here. I'm not trying to create a mix, I've already pre-done it because it's just to already have a ready-made meal. Tomatoes. See, I'm taking all this food up to my family, all the luxuries that I have. But before I go, I'm creating a class. How cool is that? So these are dehydrated.
Stealing from
And
them.
they were dehydrated a while ago, they're not in a Mylar bag, so they're probably not as flavorful as they could be. That's one reason why you use Mylar bags instead of Ziplocs. This is a tomato.
Oh, I love tomatoes.
Aren't you glad you came to class today, camera guy?
Kind of.
So glad. How's the tomato?
So good.
Condenses the flavor right into it.
That's good.
Yesterday we gave you a freeze-dried tomato sauce, and it wasn't as flavorful as
The
this
tomato will
one.
go, make it go.
See, this is like chips. You can have it like chips.
Tomato. Like one?
I can't get enough.
Come on, Cinderella.
They're not that with it. That's when you have the white one.
Didn't realize you were coming here for lunch. Ask her how her pepper was.
All timer and everything.
All right, yay.
$8.49, that's what it's
Tomato.
like that.
Can't do it. 8:49.
Right, but I mean, because we can warm it up.
No, you have to do it with the crock.
Never mind.
Okay, how was the tomato? Good.
So good,
Good.
delicious.
Oh, that's been in my, remember those containers I told you, were you here yesterday? Okay, so a Gamma Vault is a container that is, they usually store dog food in it, keeps it pests out and everything. I have huge Gamma Vaults that have food in it. And so that's probably was done in, it's in a Ziploc, I would say like 215, 214. How flavorful is that,
The
right?
stuff that you've given us?
The stuff in the bags.
Oh, wow.
So what's the difference between the Gamma Vault thing and like those buckets, food grade buckets that have the screw on lid?
Very good
Is that
question. The difference between a
comparable, or-
Gamma Vault and a food grade bucket, size. Size and the shape. So I don't want a zillion little buckets where I have to, the vaults are bigger for me and I can just put vegetables and fruits and, yeah, I don't, buckets are just a, yeah, I can use big things.
Yeah.
You can use
Like
little
have a
buckets, so-
space for it.
Space, it's all
Yeah,
space.
it's all about what you have space for.
And then
Correct.
you don't have to fight with the other little creatures.
Okay,
Yeah, I have 5-gallon buckets, but I even have some smaller ones.
this is zucchini. Now, everything I'm giving you, you can put into one thing and make a soup. Okay?
I love zucchini.
So you put them in the bag and then you put them in that?
I do. I put the question was, I put them in a bag and then I put them in these Gamma Vaults. The answer is yes. I started using Mylar bags. This is zucchini.
Well, I got some
And-
zucchini.
You know, the way I store this stuff, it doesn't oxidize or do anything because of the way I store it, so I don't. This is really delicious. Oh, great.
So what do you do with this zucchini? How do you prepare it? Throw it in the spaghetti? Throw it in
Stews and soups, I would.
Can I ask you
You
something
could
while
put it
you're
in like
walking?
zucchini bread?
What?
Can I ask you something while you're walking around?
Sure.
Okay, this is what I'm mixed up with. You know, Ellen G. White says that when you're in the city, you don't store food because they're gonna come and get you and kill you for the food. So you don't do that. The people out in the country, they're supposed to prepare for the people that are coming from the cities.
Okay.
Okay, so what does this mean to us that live in the city?
Well, what does Ellen
Do we
White tell
need
you
to-
to do? What does she tell you to do?
To go on with life as if he wasn't coming and to live as, if he's coming today. To be ready as if he's coming today.
Okay. And if you're starving, are you ready?
He says the angels will come and feed you and set a banquet before you.
Okay. I love your question. Because in my heart, if you really want to know the truth, what I think about that
Yes.
question is, when I became a Seventh-day Adventist, I listened to the message. I read my Bible, and my Bible said to get out of the city. Out. Not stay in the city and play patty cake and do all the stuff and claim that he's going to feed me and do all these things. I do nothing. I think that is
Not biblical.
wrong. The Bible says to get out of the city. When you see the armies circumferring around and you're in Portland, watching the armies come in and just do horrible things, what does the Bible say when you see the armies coming around?
You better get out.
Okay, so are you preparing to stay in the city? Or are you preparing to get out of the city? Just hold on a minute.
Okay.
Okay? I think people need to work together. Okay? I can't do it by myself. You're right, you cannot. Okay? So when the 2008 hit, In 2005 and 2006, I was traveling the world, doing mission work, going out and watching how these people live and understanding what's going on with these people and seeing how happy they were living out in Nowhereville with the things that they had. And then I would come back to America and I would see how we would just take everything for granted and nobody seemed to think there was anything wrong with all that. 2007, things started getting shady. 2008 should have been your first clue. Stop spending your money on stupid stuff. Start figuring out how to do stuff. That should have been included.
Y2K.
Every Seventh-day Adventist in 2010, in 2007, I started being prompt to look around and see things differently because I was doing mission work. I was watching these affluent people doing nothing but claiming that I'm going to sit here and do nothing and God's going to magically do everything for me. But God says you're being disobedient. You're being disobedient. Are you following the Bible? No, we're not. We're just doing whatever. Am I picking on you? No, no. Am I saying, look, you need to figure it out because it's going to come a time where we need to figure out how we work with one another. Does that make sense to you? That was my whole thing yesterday. It was working together because it's the time that's at hand. Okay? I'm not picking on you. It's how are we allotting what we're doing now because we're in crisis mode. You see the thugs around here like no other. It's thugonomics everywhere you look around this place, right? And we've got ISIS in here, we've got all these crazy things going on, and it's nuts. That should be your clue. How do we get together with one another and do what we're doing? I know there's one elder here that is preparing a place. Do you know that? There's an elder here that's doing something. And he's working on doing it where he's not being selfish and doing it for himself. So you have one church member doing that. Is anybody helping that guy?
Does anybody know about it? No,
I don't know.
I don't think we don't.
Well, maybe this is where you start learning classes where we work together. 4 people in your church know how to make bread. 4 that I know of that raised their hand yesterday, okay? And everybody wants to learn how to make bread, which is why you're here, right? And so when you look at, okay, if we can work together in this venue, how can we figure out as a group? Because you're a church family. I have a church family. Our church family is on the mountain because we're like-minded people. We need to figure out, it's our mental, what we're doing first. Because, yeah, God's going to help you, but He gave you 2 eyes, 2 ears. He gave you money in your pocket. He gave you wisdom to do what you want to do, how to do it. We made choices, and what are our choices? Since you're an adult and been a Seventh-day Adventist reading the Word, what have been your choices? That's the question you need to ask yourself. I don't need that answer. I don't need you to respond to me. I don't. Yes, we're going to need to do things so that we have a little bit of extra. There's a food shortage going on. Every 3 days, food is brought into your town. Every 3 days, okay? During COVID, it was a shortage because they had a shortage of this and a shortage of that and nothing was coming in. That should have been a clue. Should have been your clue. Is it just going to magically fall on your plate? It's not. It is not. It's your choices. So when people say that to me, I love you, I just want you to change your little thinking just a little bit and figure out how you can take what you're learning today and what you've learned yesterday and what you're learning in the Great Controversy and how you're becoming part of the Acts of the Apostle and what the Bible says about everything that's going on and how we as Seventh-day Adventists have a message that is so clear that we need to follow that message, look beyond what's in our faces and the blocks that Satan is throwing. There is no dart that will fire against me that God cannot take care of, period. Do you understand that? And that's how you need to take it. I am stuck here. Lord, it's up to you to help me. I'm ready. I'm ready. Help me. And that's what that's how we do it. Are we going to help ourselves? We need Okay, are we gonna help ourselves?
You know, well, whatever God wants, you know.
We are
Open
Okay,
to
well, so
whatever
we're here
God
to
wants.
learn stuff. I'm showing you things that will help yourself. And how important that is. So that you can help your neighbor that may not be a Seventh-day Adventist. But you have power in the right arm of love because we love one another, so therefore we prepare so that we have things so that we can help other people. I don't do this for my own glory. I do this so that I can help whatever God brings my way. And I can't do that if I'm not doing something. So that's just my philosophy. Okay?
After her. I just want to make one comment, and that is that people sometimes say, Mrs. White said we shouldn't store up food, but they have a misunderstanding of what Ellen White means by storing up food. In her time, to can a year's worth of food for the next year was normal for everyone. That is not storing up food. And trees here, like apple trees, they only have a good crop every other year. So the apples, if you make applesauce, you're gonna make applesauce for 2 years, because next year we're not gonna have a strong crop of apples. You might on somebody else's tree, but not on your tree. And so really, 2 years of food even is not storing up food. When she's talking about storing up food, she's talking about like what the Mormons are doing with warehouses of food. And she's not talking, because in her day, everyone canned and everyone stored up the food for the next year. And I just want to say that because God gave me the answer to that, because I dealt with the same thing with some of my friends who said, oh, well, the Lord's going to provide. And as I learned to can, you know, God gave me the answer, and I looked at it and I realized, and what did they do during the year of Jubilee and the sabbatical year? They ate the food from 3 years, so I think 3 years food, and how long is the time of trouble? 3 years.
We don't know that for sure, though. It could be 3 years and
No,
a half, it could be
but-
7. We
But
don't
we're
know.
not gonna get into a theological discussion, but I'm just saying, a year's food is not storing up food. That is just normal country living.
It is country
Amen.
living. Please.
I just wanted to say that, like the angels were saying, get ready, get ready, get ready. I'm saying that this is part of that plan.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Any other questions?
No, it's okay. No, I have no other questions.
Yes.
Oh, I do have a question. Did you blanch your zucchini before you dried it, or do you just put it on the tray?
I
How do you
just
do that?
salted it and put it on the trays.
Okay.
You don't wanna kill the enzymes and all that. That's
So
why
the
you dry
salt,
it.
I try to season everything that I'm freeze drying or dehydrating, because I want the salt in it. Our bodies need salt, and so I try to put ample salt in everything that I can, and any flavoring, like the mushrooms I gave you, that gave it a bell and a whistle, right? It's like, ooh, that was really good. Yeah, we can put this and this or that and make it whatever it is. Yes.
The only thing that I blanch when I dry is the blueberries, because they have kind of a waxy coating, and if you don't blanch them just a little bit, the moisture can't get out to dehydrate the blueberries. That's my experience.
Okay, I haven't had that experience, but I freeze dry my blueberries so they're not
Yeah.
hard rocks.
That's
Okay, I hope you're not upset.
No, not at all. No, we are praying that God will guide us.
God will guide us.
100%.
You got that right. Some of us have different callings than others. Mine is to create a place for people to go. That's my calling. When God asked us to do that, when I got married to my husband, we sat down and asked God what his mission for our family was, and that was our mission. And so we have done what we have to our best ability to create whatever it is, and while we're waiting for God to fill up our whatever he's gonna do, we have little events so that we can show the Adventists what we're doing and we're safe places to go. But they don't even see that. You know who comes to my events mostly? The hippies. Adventists don't come. How crazy is that?
Well, some of us do mission work and knock on doors and tell people.
I think that's a great mission. Does anybody know what this is? The beans?
Yeah.
This is one freeze
Did
dried?
you cook them first?
Is this
Yes.
one freeze dried?
No, and I'll explain this in a minute.
You cook your beans and then you.
If they're hard. Like a cereal or something.
Right, so, yeah.
No, I'm trying to explain it. Make sure the kids get it. All right, so that's pinto beans. What I did with pinto beans is, okay, so beans are hard, right? And the reason I do beans is because if for some reason I don't want to cook them or I can't cook them, but I need to feed a group of people, what I've done with these beans is I've cooked them and got them soft. I put them in my food processor, whiz them up so that they're like the way they are. And then after that, then I'll dehydrate them, because it makes absolutely no sense to take a bean and put it in the dehydrator. They're already hot. So that breaks it down. How was that?
Oh, delicious.
Good? And so when you go to REI or any other store that has pre-packaged, the little packages, you're gonna pay $7 or so for that. And that's a bag of beans that I boiled up, whizzed up, put it in my dehydrator, and that cost me a little bit of power and my beans. That's nothing. So I'm not gonna go to some store when I can do it cheap myself and save money. I'm trying to save money here. Every penny counts. And so this is a good way of creating that.
So when you dehydrate that, do you put it on the silicone sheets?
I do. Yeah. Okay.
I
If
think
you
that's
don't have
important
silicone sheets,
because some can
then
stick. When I did the threaded the zucchini and put it on there, I had a terrible mess because it stuck all to the
yeah,
screen.
if you don't have the
So
silicone sheets.
some of those little hints.
If you don't have silicone sheets, you can use parchment paper.
You
That's
can
what
do
I
that
started
if it's
out.
gonna be correct.
Okay, these are jalapenos, yes. It's a jalapeno, I already gave it some spicy stuff.
Yes, give us one. We're gonna take home with it beans. We got a pack.
Okay, so now I'm gonna give you an interesting scenario. First thing we're gonna hand out is dehydrated mixed vegetables, and then I'm gonna hand out freeze-dried mixed vegetables, and you're gonna know exactly why we do some way and some another.
So what do you got in there? Mixed vegetable, jalapeno?
Yes, they're mixed vegetables.
And those are the minor bags. That's what you put in. This is a okay.
So first of all, you can see the difference, the carrots, everything's fluffy here. It's all fluffy because we're freeze drying.
Oh, that's why it's
These are freeze dried, the little boy. Just look at it.
You wanna taste jalapeno? Oops, not seasoned. Seasoned milk.
All right, see these, they look really nice and plump.
She's literally jumping.
Okay, these are dehydrated, see the difference? They're like little rocks.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they
So
are.
there's a
Okay.
whole difference of how they come out.
So, I like the other ones.
Yeah, just give them a couple.
Mix the vegetables.
Mixed vegetables from the freezer,
I
and
want the
just dump them on my dehydrator. And then the other one, it was dumped on the freeze dryer.
That with the hot pepper.
Totally different.
Is that the same as well?
We'll hand them out. Different, right? Okay, just give them a couple. Because I'm going, just give them a few, because I'm coming right behind you. Completely different.
in whole, like it, stays the same. The other one is just very, very.
And it
Yeah.
keeps the color.
Right, so there's a difference when you freeze dry and there's a difference when you dehydrate.
So you want a salad, you want to do it this way. Because once you add the
All right, this is tomato. We have a tomato. And it's a
Don't worry, I'll taste it to you when I order.
And it's not as flavorful, is it?
sharing?
More like what we did yesterday.
Yeah.
Is this that one?
Tomato.
You like carrots?
This is like
And I added more carrots.
Oh, that's the hard one we had.
my tomatoes take out of the cans because.
How about coconut?
We're just gonna fill you up before we do the bread. Alright.
You got one?
Yeah.
Alright. The jalapeno was hot. Okay, does anybody have any questions on that? I could do that for days. Yes,
I guess, how long does it take to freeze dry items?
perfect question. Every item is different. So, like I can do ice cream sandwiches, like I did those for my kids, it takes about 12 hours. I can do anything with a sauce, it could take 24 to 48 hours. It just depends on the consistency of how much you put in the tray and what the product is. Like if it's pasta, that I've made macaroni and cheese, you know, with the vegan cheese and put it in the thing, it could take about 12 hours. The noodles come out not hard again, but they come out like that vegetable that you just ate that was all spongy. And so it just depends on what the product is, how much sauce is on it, and the condensity of it.
So is your freeze dryer something you have to babysit, or is it something that you can just plug in for 12 hours, it shuts off, and you can come back and check it 6 hours later?
No, what a freeze dryer is you fill the trays, you hit start, and you walk away. Pretty soon it'll start doing a countdown, and then it will say the process is finished, you'll pull the trays out. If they're not finished, you put them back in and hit continue. And it does basically everything. All I'm doing is micromanaging the crispness and the dryness of it. The machine does everything else.
How often do you have to change the oil? I hear you have to change the oil frequently.
Yeah, it'll tell you when to change it. So, I don't use, well, change that up. I used to use it every so often, now I use it all the time, so I use the oil probably around every 20 minutes.
Change oil like, what kind of oil?
There's a motor that is connected to the freeze dryer to make it do what it does, and it has to have oil in it.
Is this a freezer system?
Freeze dryer.
So it's actually freezing them?
It's freezing the food and then it's drying the food.
Okay.
That's how
At
it's
the same
suspended.
time?
It freezes it first
Oh.
and then it dries it. So it's a double
More
process.
expensive and more high-tech, so that's why I just wanted her to bring that out.
But they're well worth it, because a lot of foods that I have prepared, I can't dehydrate. It take me weeks to get it to dry. So that's the blessing of a freeze dryer.
But if you can't afford that, start with the dryer. The regular dehydrator is cheaper and
Yes.
practice.
Can you actually freeze them and then use a dehydrator?
No.
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 Good question.
But good question. All right.
Vacuum sealing those in the Mylar bag, is that right? And then they're shrink wrapped, is that?
What's
The
that?
Mylar bags?
No.
No,
They're not vacuum sealed.
okay, that's what I'm asking.
No, I just put the little oxygen, I talked about that yesterday, the oxygen
Right.
absorber inside the bag, and then I just seal them up. Because I don't seal a meal, any of that stuff, no. 'Cause they're zipped to where they seal themselves, you don't have to.
I have a friend who has a freeze dryer, and she puts her freeze dried stuff in the canning jar and then vacuum seals it with the little thing you were showing us upstairs
Yeah,
yesterday.
you can do that.
Yeah,
That to
because
me is-
here we
I-
have so much moisture in the air,
Well, okay.
and that your dried stuff actually will suck up moisture from the air, and so that's why I like to put it in glass jars.
Okay.
And even I put Old Mayonnaise lids on top of the canning jars with the stuff in, helps to keep the moisture, we're so damp here.
Okay.
Can I put that in your pocket?
Okay, this was, it's an ice cream sandwich.
It's not bacon, right?
Actually,
I'll take a look.
That's all right.
I don't think there's enough.
a little Bible.
Okay,
All right,
so I have a question.
Okay.
So what do we, if we get a freeze dryer,
Yes,
what is it that we need to look for?
a freeze dryer. So
Is there
there's-
something we need to look for?
Are you looking, I just use the Harvest Strike, that's the only one I've ever dealt with. So I couldn't even guess, there's a whole bunch of different sizes, small, medium, and large.
Because you know, the other one you told us that fan needs to be
The
behind.
red light here.
Freeze dryer.
How do you make those? They're
I'm
so
sorry?
good. How do you make those?
I just went to the store, I bought these, I made these for my grandkids, and these are extras. I take the ice cream sandwiches, put them in, you can see the size I cut them up on, and just put them in the freezer. Let them do their work. They become cookies. Isn't that nice for kids when it's a sad day and they're angry and everything's bad and they can't play with their electronics and everything's down? Here, have a cookie.
Ice cream.
Have an ice cream cookie. All right, we're gonna start our bread class.
Yes.
And I just want to let you know that, I'm using white Arthur's flour. Don't stone me. But this is what I store. So that way I can rotate it when I need to. So the bread that you're getting is made with King Arthur's Organics. And in reality, what I had at my store was this one. So I go through a lot of flour. Because I made, before I left home, 12 loaves of bread before I left. In between getting ready and doing everything, because I had bread I had to get to people, and bread for this class, bread for their home. So the bread that you're getting, would you like some gloves? Just so people don't stone me?
Yes.
Epidemics.
How was the ice cream sandwich?
Did I miss anybody?
Concentrated sugar.
All right, so when it comes to bread, I don't know who Mrs. Smith is. Who is that? Somebody here? You? You are my hero. I make bread in this. I used to make bread in this, and thank you for bringing both of those. But what happens is the shape of your bread is going to come out the shape of your pan. So when I make bread like this, I just don't like it because it's like, I don't like that. So I found the loaf nest. And is yours a loaf nest? What is this? Do you have an insert for this? No. Okay. Okay, this is garlic bread. What? Oh, it's hard.
What happened, it's not cooked?
Can't do that one. That's too bad. Yeah, can't do that one. Let's keep looking.
Okay, change your gloves. It's got mold on it.
I'm going to do is show you how to make a loaf of bread. Then you're going to come up here and play in the dough because you don't learn anything and we're not wearing gloves, so don't get all, because you're not going to eat it. So when you come up here to do, you need to feel the dough, okay? Did I wear gloves to make that? No. So if you don't want to eat it, then don't.
When you cook it, it sterilizes it. Excuse me, sister, as a missionary, you should know that.
I do know that, but what I'm trying to say is we're not wearing gloves up here today, so I don't want anybody to get all weird about that because you need to feel the dough in order to know what you're doing. And so it's very important that you do that so that when you're kneading it, you can feel if it's ready or not, if it's too sticky or not, or whatever. Oh, that makes sense? I just want everyone to be happy and be on the same page. Excellent. Okay. Okay, this is a plain loaf, and that's what we're making today. And let me put some gloves on. That's too bad. That garlic was like a lot of garlic. A lot of garlic. See the shape of the bread? It's the shape of this. I love you that you have that. You make bread often? Yeah. Okay. Would somebody like to hand up? Oh, you can't. Okay. I need this handed out, please. Just one per person. And whatever's on the top one, just discard that. Who knows? Thank you. I'm going to give you a recipe that is so simple. This is what I do. And when I make this bread, I change it up by adding things to it. That's how simple it is. We sat last night and giggled because it took us 5 minutes. Okay? And then it took overnight to get it to rise. And I don't know what happened to it. Oh, here it is. Okay. And I need a pastry cloth. And an apron. No, she's got it.
Oh, okay.
There's a reason we're doing this. Okay. Who would like to use their outside voice? Come up here and read these ingredients. You would like to?
Somebody who's good eyes.
Somebody else?
Can someone help read this?
Who would like, you would like to read it? Okay. So, what kind of bread do you have, young lady? Come stand over here so they can hear you.
Have the rustic bread.
Okay.
I love it.
Rustic bread, and this is a sourdough rustic bread, right?
It is.
Let's flip it over and read the ingredients. Let me do this now.
Oh, wow. Oh, right here?
Yep.
It says enriched wheat flour, malted barley flour, reduced iron, niacin, thiamine, mononitrate, is it? Yeah, mononitrate. Vitamin B1, riboflavin, vitamin B2, okay. Folic acid, water, cracked wheat, sourdough, starter, wheat, flour, water, salt, cultured wheat flour.
Okay, thank you. Does that sound delicious? Yeah. All right, come on up. Who was going to do the other one? Was it you? Perfect. Thank you.
What does it have? It's got a...
Okay, what kind of bread are you reading?
Oh, it's that Ora wheat.
What kind?
Jewish rye.
Okay.
And it has enriched wheat flour,
Can you turn?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Straight, thank you.
malted barley flour, reduced iron, niacin, thyme, monotrate, vitamin B1, riboflavin, vitamin B2, folic acid, water, rye flour, vegetable oil, soybean sugar, yeast, caraway seeds, corn, grit, salt, wheat, propionate, sorbic acid, monocalcium, sulfate. It's got grain, vinegar, soy, lecithin, and some kind of numbers, R22, I don't know. Contains wheat and soy. Wow. A
Okay.
lot of bad stuff in there.
Tons of ingredients.
Sounds delicious, doesn't it? Would somebody like to come up and read the ingredients you have in your hand? Come up and read it.
Oh my goodness, just 3 cups of flour, 1.5 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 cup yeast, and 1.5 cups of tepid water.
Thank you. All right. So which one of these are we polluting in our bodies? Well, we know that things are not what they appear to be, which is true always. And so with the healthy bread, when I read that at our event, people were like, oh, we thought that was the healthy bread, the sourdough, right? And it's not the healthy bread. So what we're going to do is we're going to hand out bread. Hey, Mom, you want to hand out bread?
Sourdough's not healthy.
No, it is healthy.
Oh, it is healthy.
Yeah. Ooh, which one is this? Okay.
Just jalapeno.
Yeah. So the first one that's coming out is, here you go. Want some gloves? Or you can just let them take it. You're going to hand it out. Not really. Yeah, not unless you want it. The first one that's coming out is exactly that bread. And so it doesn't have anything in it, and this is where you can take this recipe and create it into whatever you want, which makes it completely simple. And so as we look at the ingredients, I have the bread dough already here made.
You want me to cut this one too?
Yeah, they're all going out. So
Thanks, lovelies. And then I would like your opinion. I think just eating it dry is great unless you want to put something on it. I don't know. It's not my church.
Can I ask you something? Does it matter what brand of soap you use?
Yeah, it does. Kind of. You want to know why? You have to have cast iron and you have to have a lid to do this recipe. So, we're going to talk about that now. That's a good question. Thank you. This is a loaf nest. When I started buying these, they were $200. They're dropped down because I buy so many of them. They're $146. What did you pay for yours, Miss Smith? Where'd you get it? Okay. So the difference between her crock here and this crock here is the insert. Ugh. And this is why I have these.
The moral of the story is if you see it at the second-hand store, buy it.
Okay, so you see this crock? This is an insert from France. And so when I do my bread, I don't have to put oil or parchment paper or anything in it. I just take this, put my dough in it, and then we're good to go. It's reusable. It saves money in the long run. You get what you pay for. And to me, this is a real good way of saving money. So it is, and it's made from France. You can buy them online to fit yours for $88 or something. So really, this is cheap, but this is expensive. But I buy the kit. Like I said, I was paying $200 when I started. I got this one for $146. But it's worth its weight in gold if you're going to make bread. I put 3 of these in my oven at a time. So when I'm making bread, I'm doing 3 loaves at a time. Boom, bada boom, bada boom. And I like that. I like the fact that she has hers. Cast iron is a must to do this recipe. You have to have something with a lid on it. And when you do it, you're going to take your cast iron and put it in the oven and heat the oven up with the cast iron in the oven so that when you put your dough in, it's at the temperature. And so when I do that with this little insert, it just makes my life a lot easier. I don't know, do you oil this or parchment paper it or anything? Do you just throw the dough in? Do you have oil in your dough? What do you use?
Same as you.
Same. Okay, great. Good to know. Okay, so this is the other crock that she has, which would do a loaf of bread as well. And like I said, whatever you do use, it's going to come out that shape. And so I found crocks, Dutch ovens, what they call them, at the thrift store for $20. You know, I'm a thrift store person, love thrift stores, just love it, and will do anything I can to save a buck because that saves me money. So, or you can buy these or go to estate sales, yard sales. Anybody that's passing away that's older, they usually have that stuff, and the kids don't want it, it's heavy, they just discard it for nothing. $10. I mean, I got a great big cast iron thing like that for $10 at a yard sale. Yes?
I think I have a Dutch oven, but I think it's like stone based. Do you know a difference between a cast iron versus one that's more?
That's a good question, and I don't. I would love for you to make that recipe and let me know. And if it's stone, you can take parchment paper, crunkle it up, and put it inside it, so in case it doesn't stick or ruin your stone.
Yeah, no, I think it's parchment paper just to lift
Okay,
it, put it in there.
and it has a lid?
And it has a lid.
Then I think that would work. Because what you're doing is you're containing the heat at 425 when you put the dough in, and it's staying at 425 throughout its cooking process. Make sense? Okay, how's the bread? Good. Sue. Okay. Okay, good question. The first one that you had was just the plain bread, which what we're going to play with and whatnot. The second one is the dark. What'd you get second?
The yellow one. Cheese.
Oh, that's jalapeno, vegan cheese. That would be the Viola cheese that I put in that. So that's what that one is. And then the third one is sun-dried tomatoes. So I buy sun-dried tomatoes that are dried, not with the oil, and then chop them up and stick them in there.
So is that Viola cheese non-dairy?
Yeah.
Is it Beyreis or
BioLife, that's it. Thank you. Yeah, non-dairy. Yep. and it comes out great. So that's B's favorite, huh, Miss B? We created that. We're like, ooh, that's a good one. All right, you guys ready to make some bread?
What's in here?
Sun-dried tomato.
Oh.
That's the one I gave you at your house.
So you didn't put your dried tomatoes in here?
Sun-dried tomatoes that I order.
So does the tomato rot sometimes, right? So does that mean this doesn't last as long?
Oh, you mean the sun-dried tomatoes?
Yeah.
They're dried.
Oh, okay, so it doesn't.
Right, they're sun-dried. Okay, so when I'm in doing bread, okay, during COVID, I watched the canning jars disappear. I watched the yeast disappear, flour shortage, sugar shortage, everything was shortage. And so my friend and I thought we'd get wise and we would buy bulk yeast. So it was the red something brand. Red Star, thank you. And we bought the blocks, thinking we're gonna do something great. It was dead yeast, it didn't work. And so it was like, throw it all away. Then I had some of these from a long time ago, sitting around, and I thought, well, let's just try these, and they worked. So I, in my heart of hearts, believe that, which I buy yeast like this on purpose because it seems to be okay in long term. But the yeast that's you can see through it or whatever, like I bought that Red Star, was dead. So I don't know how long it had been sitting out. They were selling it like hotcakes and getting rid of it, and we were dumb enough to buy it. Didn't know. And so in my heart of hearts, I think if you have these and you don't use them right away, you're going to be okay, because that happened with me. I had stuff from like 2005, and I'm making bread in 2019 that worked. So different yeasts. This one here is if you're going to use the bread, make your bread. What I do is I use this yeast, start my bread up, put it overnight, get up, and then I bake it. 12 hours. You want it to raise, and depending on the temperature of your house, their house was a little chilly in one room, so we put it in a different room and it started rising right away. And so it just depends on the temperature, the elevation, everything's different, so you need to keep it. For you, when you do it, how long does it take? Do you use this? This is a quiz. You need some water? Just kidding.
Yeah, I use in the jars too.
Same, this here. And how long does it take?
And actually, I use the instant,
Okay.
I've been using my bread machine
Okay.
for some and baking in the oven for some, so
You go back and forth.
bread machine takes instant and the other takes active as well.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. So, yes.
I don't have time to wait hours to let it rise, so I turn the oven on the lowest temperature, like 150, and put it in there for 30 minutes.
Yeah, and it will
that
rise.
works. I just turn the oven off once it gets there, and then, yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Put the
So
dough in there or the yeast
the
and
dough.
water?
The dough.
Yeah, it'll rise.
Let it rise I make it into a loaf and then let it rise.
Yeah. So we're gonna talk about that. Okay. Thank you. Okay. So if I'm in a hurry, I'll use this rapid yeast with the same recipe. It's like, oh, we'll just throw it together and I'll come back in a couple hours and here we go. We can go. Now, I thought I'd be crafty because I had some of these left over also, and I made it with the pizza yeast, and it works just fine. They all three work really great. And this is a fast and easy, so fast rising. So these two are fast rising, and this one is the original, which takes a little longer. And yes, I have heated up my oven, shut it off, and put my dough in there. Or if I'm cooking something in the oven, I'll put my dough on top on the stove, and because the heat will come in and it will make it rise. So there's different ways to activate it faster. So the dough that we're playing with today is using this yeast. We did it last night, and then we let it sit all night. Okay? Okay. All right. Everyone like the bread? Fantastic. Okay, so because you have a crock here, this is a double loaf, and so we're actually going to give you the dough. And thank you for bringing your thing. We need to cut. Can you cut this open? Thank you. You do. Okay. Ooh, this is light. So B makes pastry cloths. What is this made out of, Miss B? This is too light.
Can we have, Ms. B, can you come up here and talk about your cloth?
Do you have a heavier one? I need a heavier one. This is too thin.
Yep.
Yeah. Nope. Okay. When you guys come up here, you're just going to do it on the counter. Out of respect for Miss Smith, I'm going to use a pastry cloth. That makes sense, right?
Yep.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. B's not up. You want me to talk about this? Okay. Miss B makes these. She does have. Miss B makes these, and she's the seamstress. She does things. We kind of work together, and is this a 20s? It's $20 for this. We ordered it online, and they were, were they $20 a piece, and they were half the size, and so.
No, it's 4 for 20.
4 for 20. Ooh, there you go. Then you guys can put your pennies together. That's nice. But we're going to use this one today in respect to you and your bread. And
Linen, 100% cotton 100% combo.
so, well, I'm using this one. Sorry. I didn't bring mine. Thank you for opening
You
that.
could get those at estate sales too, from older ladies. I got a lot of them.
I mean, can you do a head count for me? Yeah. Just the adults. Then we're going to open these too. Thank you.
You're not counting me.
Oh, can you open that? No kids.
Okay.
I need a bowl. Another silver bowl.
Silver bowl down here.
Okay, thanks. Kids.
That's not counting Sue, so 17, I think.
Huh?
17
Okay.
counting Sue.
Well, we're not counting me or B, so. Does somebody have permission to take this home? Okay, so I'm going to make a, who wants to be a volunteer? Come on up. All right.
So Rhonda's going to be using one of the mixing bowls for sure for someone to take home, and whoever takes it, bring it back.
He can take it. He's the volunteer.
There you go.
All right. I don't usually wear these, but, you know. Oh, you're going to take it home. Wash your hands, and you can just take it home with you. Excellent. He's the first one to raise his hand. It's like, well, come on.
Way to go, James. Way to go.
Eat it hot out of the oven.
Get this out of the way. We'll just kick these over. I can't pick them up. Sorry.
No problem.
Thank you. All right. Okay, you good? Excellent. Where's your recipe? Did you get a recipe? No. Oh. All right. You can be a little chef? Love that. All right. 3 cups of flour. We're going to use that one. You got it. And while you're doing that,
Do you need some good water? Filtered?
I need warm water.
Warm water.
Yeah,
Oh.
doesn't, just warm.
I can heat it up. I do not care about it.
I don't care. Let's just get warm water. Okay, so hold on. When you do it, let me put my gloves on so people don't freak out. Hold on, hold on. You don't need a glove. I don't care if you make a mess. We're gonna make a huge mess on this counter anyway. You get to play in the dough, so it doesn't really matter. You're good. All right, so when we do this, I'm gonna show you. Okay, we're gonna use the side of the bag. Oh, thank you. You can take it and push it on the side of the bag like that. Ta-da! 1 cup. Okay. Push it on the side of the bag. There you go. Perfect. Perfect. Look at that. 2 cups. 1 more. I need warm. Yeah, just keep working, please. It's fine. 3 cups. That's good enough. Toss it in there. Okay, so he put his 3 cups of flour in here. Hold on to this. So the thing we want to do is push it in the center, like this, to all the way to the bottom. Good. That's good. Okay. Oop, a little bit more. We want to bottom out, like that. Okay. All right. I'll stay right there. What I did is have him open up the bottom here so that we don't have flour just stuck on the bottom. Does that make sense? This is a trick that I do. People might not do that, but I do. And there's a reason for it, because when the time that we put the yeast in here, we're putting it at the bottom, and then we'll add the water, and the yeast will start to activate, and we're not fighting the bottom trying to get the flour up. We're not fighting ourselves. Does that make sense? All right, see how you got that like that? Good job. All right, you're gonna go get a 1.5 cups of water. We need tepid water, so don't stone us.
Can you show the bowl a little slanted?
Sure. 1.5 cups. You got it. You're doing great. What's his name? What's that kid's name? James? That's my husband's name.
I have a question. I thought that you had to have some kind of sugar to get the yeast to.
You don't.
That's the way I always, other bread classes I've been to in the past.
Okay, well, you're going to find out something totally different today.
Well,
Praise the Lord.
I wanted to ask that question.
Okay. 1.5 cups.
You gotta have the sugar to make the yeast.
Is it tepid?
Yeah.
Okay, just set it right here. Set it right
This is
here.
what I've learned.
Okay. What happened to the yeast? That's a rapid rise. Oh, we'll do rapid rise today. That's all right. We'll just use this one. I need a pair of scissors. Do we have that in the church? Okay, that'll work. That's good. You brought the wrong ones. Okay, how many of these are we using? 1/4 cup, right?
Yeah, 1/4 cup.
So, or 2 envelopes per pack? All right, so we're doing 2, so we're going to cut this off. And then what I do is I just kind of shake it like this. And then I'll just cut it here, and then we're going to put it in that well. Okay, you do how you do. Oh, shoot. Excellent. And just stick it right in there. Right in that hole. Perfect. Shake it out. Shake and bake. Keep it all going. Look at you. We got us a little chefette. The chef.
That's a chef in training.
Excellent. Okay. So we're going to need a teaspoon. Do you have a teaspoon? A teaspoon.
So somebody else will have to taste my bread because my husband can't eat that sweet bread.
Oh.
So give
1.5 teaspoons.
Okay.
1.5 teaspoons. So.
Yep. There you go. 1 and 1. And when you put it in there, I want you to shake it all the way around so it doesn't clump in one spot. Shake it. Shake it. Good job. Keep shaking. One of the smaller ones. You got it.
So Renee, for gluten-free, what kind of flour do you use?
Okay.
So far, sourdough is the only thing.
Oh, with regular flour?
All right.
Yeah,
So when you go to pour this in, when we go to pour the water in, we're gonna pour some in the middle, and then we're gonna pour some all the way around the edge, okay? Keep going. Keep going, keep going. Good, good. Now pour it all the way around the outside, way on the outside. There you go. Good job. Okay. Yeah, we're good there. Just hold on. Hold on, hold on. So here's another tidbit for you. When we did the little well, we put the yeast in the center of the well, and then we put water in the center of the well, and then we put the rest of the water on the edge, outer edge of the bowl, so that when we're getting ready to mix this now, I'm not fighting the flour that's stuck on the outside of the bowl. Makes sense? It's just a little tidbit that helps when you make the bread. Got it? Okay. Here you go, Susie Q.
Does it say that on our paper?
Okay. Am I stepping on your foot? Sorry. All right, so when we get ready to mix this, we're going to go from the outside in. Outside in. Just we're going to do this. Okay? All right, have at it. Happy playing. Good. Keep bringing it in. Keep bringing it in. All right, this is so easy. How long did that take? Not very long, right? It's the silliest bread recipe ever. You can use wheat flour if you want to. You can add anything to this if you want to. No matter what you're doing, you can make this a bell and whistle. I'm really bummed out that the garlic bread didn't make, so I garliced the heck out of that one. Chopped it by hand.
That was fresh garlic?
Oh, yeah.
That's probably why.
When you add that, you just incorporate it as you go here?
Yeah, so like it's the sun-dried tomato bread here. What I did is I took the sun-dried tomato, chopped up as much as I wanted to put it in it, and then added it to it and mixed it up and then let it rise together. And this can come out to be really dark if you use too much. So, and then it does look like raisin bread, right? I've done raisin bread, I've done cinnamon bread, I've done garlic bread. I've done rosemary, thyme bread. You can put just anything you want into this little simple recipe and create whatever you want, and it's wonderful.
And cranberries?
You could do cranberries. Cranberries and nuts, you could do that. Just anything with this. You're doing great. Okay, it's getting tougher, right? Okay, let's stop for just a second. Let me go show. You're doing a great job. I'll be right back. So this is starting to create what they call a shag. See how it's shaggy? Okay. Shaggy bread. This is a shag. Hello. Okay. This is a shag. It's not incorporated totally, but I want you to see what it's looking like.
Oh, it must be on the outside.
Shag.
Yeah. This is what I'm going to do with it.
This is turning into a shag. See how it's shaggy?
So you keep going from outside to in.
From the, yes, and
Biscuits out of that?
Yep.
you could do anything you wanted with this. This recipe is simple, but you'd have to have it in a crock. You have to have something to cover it to bake it. Okay? All right, now that we got it like that, see how it's changing? So we're going to kind of do this in the center. Can you do that for me for a little bit? Good, because anything that was in the middle, remember where we made that well, it would be stuck on there. Good job. Okay, that's good. All right, and then we're going to just, can you feel how sticky it is? Okay, so we're just going to do this. We're going to pull and push. See how this is? Okay. All right, you do that. She doesn't want the bread. What am I going to do with this other loaf of bread? I don't want it. I'm leaving. Help. Okay, you just keep doing that.
We paused really quick because of that sound, but if anyone wants to sneak up and get bowls of fruit, you can.
Oh, yes. This is the dough that's been sitting all night. Can you smell that?
That's when you make a pancake.
It smells very yeasty. It starts to ferment right away, and
That's been sitting all night.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it does ferment.
Oh, but,
Only as it sits. It's not sourdough.
yeah, right.
It would have to have a starter in it. But this does start to ferment. That's what the yeast does, right? And so the longer that you let it sit, I've had people go, wow, that's really good sourdough bread. It's like, no, I just left it extra 5 hours. I'm busy. You can smell it. Can you smell the fermentation in it? Yeah, it ferments.
Because what they say about the sourdough, or gluten intolerant people, is that a lot of people can, it breaks down the gluten more.
Correct.
So maybe this would.
Because it's fermented. Do you want to sniff it?
Bubbly.
Yeah, so this is, it does ferment.
Oh, is that kind of the same?
It doesn't have a starter in it where it's already done, but I don't know. I just know that it does start to ferment. The longer you leave it, the more it ferments, because that's what starter does, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so my plan was to give Miss Smith, are you sure you don't want to take one of these home? Take it home and try it and see. Find out. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and flour up this cloth.
Do you want a sister? I'll be your sister.
Let me see what you got. You're doing great. That's perfect. Okay, so let's take it. Yep. Okay, let me see it for just a second. We're just going to take all this on the edge.
I traded.
I had 9 sisters.
You did great. Now you can put that saran wrap on top of it, which is right over here. And it's right there on the side of the bowl. And you get to take this home. So let's see which side's wet. There you go. I'm a cheap person. I am so squeaky cheap that I reuse my saran wrap.
That's what the missionaries do because they can't buy more.
Yeah, I understand that, but I'm just letting you know we're reusing that. That's what I do at home. Okay, so now we're going to play bread makers. Here's the bread. When I get ready to take this out of the bowl, I take flour and put it on the back side of my spatula, push it down, and then it comes out clean. See that? Otherwise you're fighting it. It's a sticky, gooey mess. It's fine. And it becomes a disaster. So for me, simple makes me happy. See how that works? Otherwise you're fighting it and it looks like this. It's a pain.
Right.
So I'm not doing that because I ain't got time for that. Nobody got time for that. You guys remember that? Nobody got time for that. And it comes out of the bowl clean. Isn't that nice?
I like that. It was worth driving an hour here just for that.
And see how it comes out the bottom? Because I'm using the flour to help me bring the bread out. Isn't that nice? It works quite well.
I've never seen it done on a cloth before.
Well, you know, I met this woman. I love my friends. They're always older than I am. And she is a baker. And less mess is better to me, right? And so we got sticky. You're going to find out when you see the counter how sticky it's going to get and dirty. And so I use a pastry cloth.
I've never heard of pastry cloth either.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, can you roll my sleeves up? Just pull them up.
We're so happy Misty has some on sale today.
Yeah, so,
An excellent price.
so this is a big old thing of bread. This is actually 2. You're gonna take one of these home, Mrs. Smith? Did I change your mind?
Yeah,
Praise the Lord, because I really don't know what I'm gonna do with it. The whole point was why we made a double loaf. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut this in half. And then we're gonna clear this counter. We need to clear all of this, because you all are coming up here to play in the bread.
so you just left that shaggy to
And
ferment?
someone else go up to help clean with Judy.
Oh, sorry, that's a good question. Now it's in a ball. I'm sorry, I just took for granted that, yeah, it's in a ball.
Then you, okay, gotcha. You turned it into normal.
Yeah, a dough bread, a dough ball, yeah. A junior did, James.
But you didn't actually knead it.
No,
You just,
molded around with, yeah, we just
Yeah.
mixed it. There's no kneading. The only kneading is after you pull it out like what we're doing today.
What do you want on?
yes.
Just that.
Okay, so I need, you guys are gonna throw this away anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So come on up. This is what y'all are used to. James? All right, well, he needs to get his thing out of here. I don't know. That's his recipe. And, all right. You guys are going to come up and play in this yeast, the bread. So please come up.
All right, don't be shy. Go up and play. We can be children at heart. Yeah. Always.
All right. You're just going to throw this away.
There's aprons in the closet there if you want to.
Come on up.
We're not having a food
Come on up, everyone. After you're eating your
You did what?
This is the right consistency now.
No, we're gonna get it to that consistency.
Hang on, like.
No, it's not. Thank you.
I just asked that no one stand between D.
Come on, you girls,
D
cut up
and-
here, let's
no,
go.
No, D, that was perfect, yeah. No one stand between them though.
You don't use any
I know
oil in
you-
your dough.
No,
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
amazing.
no
It was
oil,
such good
no
texture.
sugar, no nothing. Just
But the yeast needs the sugars to.
does not need the sugar. You just learn that. Come on, come on.
Yeah,
Good.
that's good to know.
Coming up?
It doesn't need sugar.
No. Okay, let's throw some.
This is stress reliever, you know those?
Yeah.
You can just have little biscuits, put them on a cookie sheet and bake.
You can't. You have to have a. This is a crock recipe. You need the lid.
Okay.
Pull some flour.
Have to get the giant one, right?
Oh, you can't sit there. Sorry. Yeah, just pull it on the table.
You can't,
Be short
you
enough.
have to have one of these to bake this?
You have to have a crock.
Is that a crock?
It is.
Why can't you do it in a brick pan?
You could if you have a lid on it. It needs to adhere the temperature. Okay, these come off. These. Yeah, they're gonna go. I need these right here.
So what are we
All
supposed
right.
to be doing? Or
I thought you just need one of those for sourdough.
Yeah, I saw with the sourdough, I saw that if you buy like the lava rocks.
Okay. Rhonda.
You don't have to.
Have you tried this on an open fire, campfire, or in a wood stove?
Not yet.
That's what I,
I'm getting a wood cook stove.
not a wood cook stove.
No, I'm.
Just put it in a wood stove, like I have a wood stove with glass, thing, you know, you burn the, just holes in
You
there.
probably could do that as long as you got a crock with the lid. Yeah.
Put the crock in.
Okay, fill the dough. Oh, shoot.
we weren't gonna need it?
You're gonna need now. Can I have a little piece of that?
It's a
Just-
no need and
You have a piece? You don't have a
I
piece.
have a piece.
I shared mine.
It is no need in
The beginning, but you have to knead it at the end.
Who needs some?
they might need until you need it.
Okay, so What I want you to do is use the flour and just start kneading it until you think you have the consistency of bread. Okay? All right. It doesn't take that long. The difference between using the original yeast and the quick yeast is that the original yeast doesn't take as much flour the next day as the other yeast takes forever.
Takes forever to get the right consistency.
With the rapid yeast, it can take a long time to get the right consistency. You're kneading quite a bit. With the original yeast, not so much. Now I'm using a pastry cloth because when I'm done with the pastry cloth, I just fold the flour up in it and put it in my cupboard. I'm done. I don't have this disaster. No. Because I make stuff all the time. I'm always using it. And then when I get where I think it's kind of yucky, I just throw it in the washer.
So if you don't use enough flour, it's going to get dough all over the cloth and it'll stick, right?
It can, yes.
Stick to it.
Mhm.
So that cloth doesn't have any oil or treatment on it?
Nope. It's pure cloth. It's pure.
So are you adopting people?
We are adopting people.
I want to be adopted.
We are adopting. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing.
All right.
An ark needs a lot of animals.
You want a piece of dough?
You don't.
She really is serious though.
kind of animal
You can
you
always
wanna
go down
be?
that. Seriously, if you want to move to country, oh yeah,
Okay.
for real. She really has space and all this planned out, so if
people need their
you are serious about
I'm
it,
adopting
talk to Rhonda.
people too, but I need a handyman. I need somebody-
Everyone needs a handyman.
I could put the other half.
I have my other half, but he's
Useless.
Oh, he doesn't have skills.
he has a difference.
Right.
And I wrote my own book. I also have 2 books, and I'm in the process of writing another book. But if it hadn't been for his computer skills, I could never have published that.
There you go.
Computer literate.
So he's got.
Great, we're gonna get
Over there by the sink. To the left of the sink.
All right, here I come.
All right. So this pastry cloth is, I don't know, it's out of the pack now. That I'm going to come around and show you. You just weren't paying attention. I just did it for you.
You're gonna test our dough to make sure we.
I'm coming around.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. This is how you do
See
this.
what kind of gravy we're gonna get for our dough.
All right, means how we're not doing anything with that. Where's your trash can at this
Over
church?
there by the sink. To the left.
Oh, thank you. Okay. All right, here I come. Let me feel your dough.
Yep. Got sticky again.
It's very sticky. Keep working. Yours is great. See how it's not sticking? Not really. So you're going to take it and we're going to pretend we're doing something with it. You're going to take your razor blade and make some decorations. Okay, let's see yours. Look at this. This is no deal. Keep going. You got to squeeze it. Yours is getting better.
There's chance for extra open the test. like
Yours
you
is
had in my
perfect.
class.
Okay, so just roll it into, yeah, feel this.
I don't like him.
Squeeze it. Okay, and then squeeze yours. It's like stuck. You're stuck like Chuck in your nails. Okay, so roll it and then you can just decorate it however. We're not going to do nothing. You're going to throw it away. But yeah, not like our class where we had the oven going and everybody, like her bunny came out. I'm like, who would eat that? Everybody's hands were in it, but not me. But whatever. My nails are dirty. That was delicious. Yours is good. Okay, make it into something and then just start. Here, this is how I'm going to show you how to do this.
I was just learning that.
You just want to be able to cut it and make it into, see how it's cuts? If it was, it's kind of wet.
Yeah.
It is kind of wet. Hold on.
Yeah, it's good to cut it because it raises better, yeah, when you cut the bread before you put it in the
Okay, play with that.
So that's what, maybe mine's still too sticky.
Oh yeah,
Oh, okay.
way sticky.
So
That, I didn't, is that how that felt? Because I couldn't tell.
It could have been.
Oh, shoot. Do you want me to use my hands and fix it?
Yeah,
Okay,
because,
'cause I can't tell with gloves on. That's why we don't do
yeah,
bread
so
with
with
gloves.
sourdough, we don't,
You can let her fix it.
don't touch it. I don't know how to.
It doesn't matter because you're
Where
going
the
to
dough
be.
should be.
Okay, there you go.
So that's why you can do
Yeah.
this.
Okay. Use this.
Need a little bit more maybe? A
Yeah,
little bit more flour? Okay.
yeah. When I squeeze it, it pop bubbles. No bueno.
How do you know she speaks Spanish?
I live in Arizona. Yours is way wet.
No, but where did you learn? No. How did you know she spoke Spanish?
I can tell. I'm profiling.
She's a missionary, that's why. When you're a missionary, you learn cultures and people and accents and all those things.
Yours is really good.
I can usually tell.
Okay,
A
so
Japanese person and a Chinese
you want to
person.
play,
Most
is this your
people
knife?
can't,
This
but
is your knife?
Because I've been a missionary. I know their
So
accent.
you can,
And I know when they call me on the telephone, I know right away by the accent.
see how nice it cuts? See how you play with that? Yours is good.
Have you been to Bangladesh?
Yeah, I lived there for a year.
Oh, you probably heard about the recent earthquake, huh?
Too wet. See how it's sticking to my hand?
Squeeze it. I didn't squeeze it that much.
Yeah, you need to
It has to
squeeze
be
it.
all the way through, it has
Yeah,
to be?
yeah. Keep going.
I thought mine was good, and I wanted you guys, so don't
No,
feel
it's still
bad.
sticky.
That's why you don't make it.
Keep going.
Okay, I gotta learn this. Yes, squeeze my dough.
Mine was good on
Cut
the
it
outside.
and then bake it straight away. You don't let it rise after you're kneading
Right,
it.
you just, you get it in the crock. Well, the crock is hot. Let's go over the crock for a second. When you do your oven, it should say on your thing, it's at 425. Okay? You're going to put your oven in at 425. You're going to take your crock and you're going to stick it in the oven and then let them heat up together so that when you are ready for the crock to pull it out, to put your bread in, it's already at 425. Then you're going to put your timer on at 45 minutes. Okay? And then when you have your timer come off at 45 minutes, this is really still sticky.
No.
When you come your oven off at 425 and at 45 minutes and it's done, then you're going to pull your bread out, take the tops off, and then you're going to take your little vegan butter, and then you're going to put a little layer on that, and then you're going to put it in at broil for 1 to 2 minutes and keep an eye on it so that you can brown the top of it. Okay? And then it gives it a nice crust. You don't have to, but it gives it that sex appeal when you're serving your bread. It looks beautiful.
I don't have to, but I want to.
I just use Earth Balance. You can do whatever, do you?
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah.
They don't have it.
Okay, well then olive oil, whatever you. I just use the vegan butter and just kind of put it on nice.
Still too sticky.
Yeah, that's no way. I didn't think it was done, but I couldn't tell with the gloves.
You want the,
it
you
has
want
to be
the
dry.
thing back?
Olive oil. Especially on the sun-dried tomato.
Oh, now I got flour on, I'm cheating on you.
Works for me.
Okay, we're city people.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Yep, that's good.
I'm still surprised the garlic didn't make it, because isn't it antibacterial?
I know.
Yeah, I'm just weird. And all it was
Moisture in the garlic.
It must have been warm
still
when you bagged
sticky.
it.
What did it have?
Mold, there was mold on it.
The moisture.
But I'm gonna cut it open anyway. She's like, you can't serve that.
You're a lot faster than where you are.
Penicillin. I'm just kidding. I want you to smell the bread. Where's that knife at?
It's over there.
I could take it and give it to my chicken and milk on it.
It's penicillin.
Yeah. It won't hurt the chickens, they'll just eat it around.
Yeah, it's too bad. Here, smell this.
It smells good.
Bad we can't just cut the crust off.
You could try it. There's nothing wrong with this.
Home and toast it.
Well, cheese is mold, so.
There you go. Oh, yeah, if you want to try it, you can.
Compost, huh?
If you want to try it, you can.
Nothing's wasted when you have compost. The worms eat it, then you give it to your plants, and they eat it, and then next summer.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You want to try it? We'll just cut the crust off.
add your garlic or your cheeses when you're kneading it, or
No.
not before it's rising?
Before it's rising, as you're doing the yeast, I put all that in there and it rises together. Correct.
Raw garlic or
Raw garlic.
roasted?
Had a little mold on it. So had a little mold on it because of the temperature change.
Maybe you could do roasted
From car? Yeah, it's okay. I'm still gonna eat it.
It's okay.
No, you try it.
Put it here because they say you can put poison, you can turn it.
Why? You're good. No more for you.
867.
Yours is good?
So that's why when they do hands on.
Okay.
And you can use it to make pasta. Because it's warm. It doesn't when the president
That's good.
Oh, I finally passed. Second time.
Hey, that's close.
No way.
I think in class.
She wants her dust.
You don't have. You know why? You don't have any flour in here.
Rhonda, just for the camera, what is the process that you're doing now? It's still wet.
We're actually. I'm letting everyone feel the bread and get it to where it's at a process to where it's ready to bake. So everybody's using their hands and feeling it so they can figure out how to make the dough the way it should be. Okay, can I touch it? I'm coming.
It looks too wet from here. Still too sticky? Good grief, that takes a lot of flour. It's been a long time since I made this kind of bread. I went to bread maker
Oops, I'm so
for
sorry.
20 years.
I'll give you another one.
Thing that she told us about, would that make a difference? You don't have to cook
You
it?
coming through and seeing the experience, like the dough, you know, it was too sticky or it was
Me
easy, or
neither.
however you want to
I don't know how to put it in.
People can get a sense.
Like 5 or 6 of us, and we can all do it.
There you go. Sorry about that.
I don't know. I know people tell you better.
How did you get it?
I don't know the names of it.
Once again, and let somebody else have it.
You're good. That's a little too much, but you're good. Good. Okay.
Yeah, you should take it.
Good. All right, did you?
I guess you can make it go.
Here's the one that fell to the ground.
Right, but I think
Oh, just an extra. Okay.
Sure, I guess you can lie, but you want to make sure that you're not gonna, the bread.
Does anybody have any questions? I can see it's good.
Mine's too, finally.
So you have to make sure you open it and there's no wet.
Right, but actually, this is perfect right here. This is a little too dry. It's a tad bit, but it'll still work. This is really good. Okay. All right, lovelies. Everybody got their little baby breads? They're both good? They're both good.
Feel that difference.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
A little bit moist. Any questions on what we're doing here right now?
No, this was really good.
No questions?
You know what?
What
I
are some-
love it that you made us do it because you can watch someone that.
I know. You don't learn.
So I have a question. You use a lot of yeast compared to the amount of flour. When I do it, because I made rye bread this last week, and I used about 3.5 cups of flour and a teaspoon and a half of yeast.
Okay.
And is there a reason that you use so much yeast?
It just works well. Nothing special, just what I use, yeah.
So you've never tried using a lot less and seen whether that didn't work?
I haven't. I think my friend used a little bit less and it didn't come out as fluffy.
Right.
And so then we just added more yeast to it. So we did it with one packet and it works, but it just doesn't come out with the consistency that you're trying here for what we've been doing. So I'm sure it would work with less because we've done it that way. But I had 3 different chefs. It was myself, a dear friend of mine, and then her brother, which they all owned restaurants and stuff. We've been playing with this recipe forever, and this is what we found to be the best.
No, clearly it works. I just comparing it to what I've done.
We've done it that way.
Cast iron with the sourdough.
Okay.
I haven't used it with the yeast dough, so I didn't know.
Yeah, it works with this recipe. I've never tried it with just putting it in the oven. I've always used the crock. Yes.
So that does remind me of a question. Have you tried this? Do you do fresh milk?
When I did my rye bread, I just used it.
I have not done it that way. I have all the wheat berries and the grinders and everything to do it that way. So I will be doing it that way eventually, yes. But I have not tried it yet.
Have you tried fresh yeast ever?
Fresh yeast, like pulling it out of the wild yeast?
No, they sell at the bakeries. They sell fresh yeast.
Is it a sourdough starter?
Yeah. No, it's just yeast.
Wet yeast.
Yeah.
It's what?
It's not fresh. Yeah, it's not dry. It's just the same thing, but.
Oh, I have not.
That's amazing.
Oh, well,
But
heck.
you can hardly find that.
Okay, yeah, no, I didn't even know that existed. Bakers have it. Okay, good to know.
It was like a block of cheese, like you were saying, the butter block. And it was wet, and I got it from the food bank, I think.
Really? That's interesting. Did it work?
Yeah, it was donated from some bakery or something.
That's a very good source of selenium.
Okay.
Organic selenium.
Thank you. Very good. Anyone else?
Like, I haven't heard you talk about freezing any of your food. You try to just keep everything dry packed so you don't have to worry about keeping freezers running in case of electricity shortages.
Correct. I do have stuff in the freezer. I do go to the markets and I buy the frozen foods and I bring them home and dump them on my trays and shove them in. It's the fastest way of doing anything. Even with the freeze dryers, I'll go and get the cherries. You had cherries and blueberries yesterday. Those were the organic bags that I buy in bulk. I bring them home, dump them in there, freeze dry them. And the reason that I do that, what?
I said you didn't glean them. Yesterday you were promoting gleaning.
No, I do glean stuff, but I go down and get citrus. Yeah, I don't have cherries where I live. Anyway, so any frozen foods that you love or that you think you want to store up, I just go down and get it and then I process it. It's the fastest way of doing anything than going and chopping, and it's just quick and easy. But freezer-wise, I try to, I do have stuff in the freezers, okay? But I'm encouraged by the Holy Spirit to move it out because we're going to have a EMP. So therefore, we're not going to be able to just go to the store and get anything. We're not going to be able to do anything. And so I'm preparing for that time. But I do have stuff, but I don't store stuff up in the freezer unless I absolutely have to. And everything that's in my freezer, I'm maneuvering it on purpose. God's like, no, get it out of there.
I forget what EMP is.
It's an electromagnetic pulse. It was created by the United States. They used it in the Gulf War, and they blew, what it is it's a bomb that you cannot see or hear. It blows up in the air. It disarms all your electronics, your refrigerators, your cars, those Tesla, all that stuff is never going to work. Your cell phone won't work. Anything that's not in a Faraday bag is going to get fried. I have a 1951's Willys that has no computer. It's so old school, sitting in a Faraday cage on my property. So it's sitting in an all-metal building. That's a Faraday cage, so that when it does blow, and I do have a little bit of petrol left, I can still maneuver on that, and then I go down to horses. I have horses. That is my horsepower. So because I know it's coming, and we still have to garden, we still have to do stuff, we still have to maneuver. And so no one's going to get out of it. We're all going to go through this together.
I have extra canning jars that I inherited from my mom.
That's a blessing.
When
when I figure when the electricity goes down, it's not gonna come back on, or it's not gonna come on for a long period of time, I could start canning some of that stuff out of the freezer into the jars on my wood stove. And without, when we had it down for a week, though, my big freezer's 22 cubic feet freezer, and we had our electricity off for a week, and it was in the basement, and the stuff didn't unthaw at all. It kept really well. But the stuff that was in the freezer above the refrigerator, it started thawing first. Then the smaller freezer I had in the laundry room, it was next. But every day I just felt what was unthawing, and then I would just throw it in the pot on the wood stove and soup, and that's what we had for the day. And then we had to force feed the kids ice cream, and they loved that. That was the best part of the lecture. And usually I'm rationing it, right? And my nephew was. But now you can freeze it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, so you just got to think about ahead. If you have things in the freezer, some things you can refreeze if electricity comes back on. The berries usually doesn't hurt them much. They don't get. It's the vegetables usually that get the freezer burned. So I would encourage you to dry them. Those. And,
yes, Sue.
I've refroze the berries before.
How do they take it home now?
They just throw that away. You're not going to take that home.
Put it in your baggie.
Yeah. You discard that bread. Nobody wants it. Everybody's hands have been in that. It's a nonsense. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for coming. Okay. The little cutters are yours to take home.
Thanks.
Look at what she did. Looky. All right, I think that's...
So your seminar you're having at your place is when? Is it in August?
It's May.
May.
Yeah.
Before you do that, you should try, well, you probably don't want to put it in the wood stove though and get it all dirty, but I would really, if you have an old crock pot.
I don't have my wood cook stove yet. They're out of stock.
Maybe I'll have to try it right.
There you go, because I'm trying to get the big Amish one that has the 2 ovens, and they're all out of stock. Because I have to I have to give you a testimony. So God is so faithful that when you commit to His desire for your work, whatever that is. For me, like I said, my husband and I prayed, and this is what God asked us to do, and that's why we're doing what we do. When it was just a thought, I had gone, like I said, I go to thrift stores and boutiques and whatever. They were having a storage unit sale. That's what it was, storage unit sale at this place. And so I'm driving by and it said sale. And I'm like, let me see what they got. So I pull in, and here's this man. He's probably in his 60s, 70s. I'm in my 40s. And his dad was in the banquet business, and so they had this thick, old school dishes and silverware that they were selling out of the storage unit. And I said, wow. I'm thinking he's going to want a couple grand for it. It's a lot of money. I go, how much is all that? He goes, what are you going to use it for? So I told him what I was going to use it. He goes, $150. It will serve zillions of people. I'm like, you know what? I don't know how I'm going to get it to my house, but here's your $150. He goes, I'll deliver it. So I gave him $150. He delivered it. We at 4 o'clock we're going to meet. I go to a yard sale not too far from this guy. And what does this guy have? He's got all these metal toppers. You know when they used to serve the banquets and they had the metal toppers? That guy had all the metal toppers. So in one day, God provided all of the dishes, all of the metal toppers to stack the food on my big thing like this when I'm serving the people. And it's all there for when we need it. That's how God does. Silverware, all the dishes, all the things. Know your mission. What does He want you to do? And never, ever, please, I plead with you, think that it's not going to happen. It will happen. If you want it in your mind, God promises to give us the desires of our heart, right? So figure it out what you're going to do, what your desire is, how you're going to do it, and press on. Because He doesn't leave anybody behind. Nobody left behind, right? And just trust it. He will provide for you. If there's a will, there is always a way. Yes.
So I just thought of something too. With sourdough, people talk about doing DIY with an old bread pan and putting another one on top. Could you do that with this too, you think?
I've never tried
Cast
it.
iron skillets, if they were the same size.
Not even cast iron.
You could try it.
Especially those heavy-duty old ones.
Yeah, the heavy ones.
As long as it has a cover, I think it would be work.
So I like to do 3 loaves of sourdough at a time. So my third one is a glass pan, but that's my sandwich bread. And then I just put an old metal pan over top of it.
And it works.
Steam and makes it crispy on top.
Okay.
And, yeah.
There you go.
So you can try
So
that.
you can try, work it, figure it out.
Yeah, it's not gonna blow up in your face. If you try something
Yeah.
and it works.
There you go.
Summarize what she said into your mic for that.
Sure, so she's saying that she has used a glass dish and then put a heavy bread pan over it and created her sourdough bread without having to use a crock. There's always ways of doing things. You just have to experiment. If there's experiment, yeah, just experiment.
Well, I've made bread on the stove top, which I could do on also on the wood stove with a cast iron skillet with a lid on it. Which is basically kind of the same idea.
That's another way of doing bread, on the stovetop with a cast iron lid, yes.
Electricity, you know, and not everybody can afford a fancy, you know, Amish or cook stove.
I don't have a cook stove yet. I have a giant gas stove, it's gonna go out.
So this is to put in the garbage, right?
I think she wants it for her chickens.
Oh, yeah. I'm using anesthesia.
And you can just,
Put it in a bag.
there you go. Okay, well, thank you for coming. Bee, if you're interested in a bread cloth, Bee does have them for sale. Where is she? Out. Bee, you want to bring your wares in here? What happened to my...
I have a table set out right here.
Oh, you do?
This is all kind of messy, so.
Okay, I didn't know that. I just...
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Huh?
I'm just informed.
Yeah, we don't know what's going on. Okay.
It's kind of garbage. Okay. The kids can play with
If anybody wants that, you're welcome to it. Some bread decorating ideas.
more of your books.
I don't know.
Recipe book that you
The cookbook? No, it's 50. Yeah.
And what about the other?
It's 10. I don't know where it's at. Have no idea.
I put them all out there.
Okay.
But I can't see the demise yet.
Oh, I don't know where that's at. I'm not worried about it.
Clean up. Anyone that can help clean, that would be fantastic. And we have some of their products on sale in the other room because it's been so messy here. So if you would like to, you'll see Rhonda's cookbook. It is $50 and it is packed with lots of information.
It's full of
recipes.
It's full of QR codes, so I'm your chef on demand. If you want to go look at it, yeah.
So come to the fellowship room and you can see the products there too.
Okay.
Loving Father God, thank you so much for protecting Miss B and Rhonda all the way up from Arizona to share their incredible experiences and skills, wisdom that they have acquired throughout their years of preparation and being ready, and motivating us, kickstarting things in us up here in the Northwest. Thank you so much for protection for all of the participants that came. Be with us as we part our ways, but may it never be ending into the sea of glass. And until that day, help us to be faithful workers for you and do what we can in our space and area and help each other out as we learn and grow. There's several people, many in this church that have a lot of knowledge of things, so help them to be motivated to share what they know as well. And we do hope that Miss B and Rhonda will be just used mightily wherever they go, and continue to protect their journeys, continue to protect their projects, especially the Enoch Ranch, and the incredible generosity and unselfish work that Rhonda and her husband are doing down there. And if possible, if our members here can attend that week and learn more, or we even up here can start something in the Northwest weather-wise too. Just thank you for these amazing opportunities again. Help us not to waste the extra time you've given, and help us to make an impact with others around us that don't know you, Jesus. And it is in His name we pray this. Amen. Amen. All right. Thank you, everyone.